up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary, and this is another episode of my connected franchise mode with the Cincinnati Bengals under new head coach David Shaw. And we are in a Week 2 primetime matchup versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're a Bengals fan, I'm pretty sure you hate the Pittsburgh Steelers, and David Shaw, the coach, will have to adopt that same hatred and that same rivalry and competitiveness as we go on in his career in Cincinnati. But Ben Roethlisberger will come in not having a big game in the first week of the season, and he silences the Cincinnati crowd as soon as he steps onto the field. Very nice reception to Lance Moore, and their next free agent acquisition, LeGarrette Blount, picks up 12 yards on the play. And I didn't realize how much better this Pittsburgh offense got over the offseason. They have picked up a lot of good players. They definitely pose a threat to the Cincinnati Bengals as the leaders of the AFC North. But second down and goal, they're going to go to LeGarrette Blount. It's looking like they're going to finish off this drive with a touchdown unless we get a stop here on third down and goal. So Ben Roethlisberger under center. Carlos Dunlap is trying to apply some pressure, and we get a nice defensive play by Marvin Lewis swatting the ball down before number 85, I'm not sure who that is, could get the ball and catch the touchdown. So we're going to hand it off to Jeremy Hill. He had a solid game in Week 1. He's looking to continue that. And then we're going to go to a screen, and then there's one holding call. And there was a holding call prior to that, which made it second down and 15. So that's 2 straight holding calls. And then we throw a jump ball to A.J. Green. He comes down with it. But guess what? It's coming back. 3rd straight holding call. And it's not these sliders because it is the sliders, of course, but it never happens. That was the first time that's ever happened to me on these sliders. But I mean, I'm guessing sometimes in the NFL you get a lot of bonehead plays by players and they just hold, and the referees are on it. And that makes us punt the ball back. We were all the way back on our 4-yard line. Couldn't get anything done, so we had to punt it. And the Steelers are on the move again. LeGarrette Blount ripping off another 12 yards. So first down and 10 for the Steelers. Roethlisberger will find an open Antonio Brown, beating the coverage of the hall monitor. But they face now a 3rd down and 9. They're going to go to Darius Hayward-Bay, and he will pick up a first down. I thought that was not a first down, but of course they called it a first down. And then they're going to cap off the drive with a run to LeGarrette Blount. And they take a 10-point lead here in the first quarter. And LeGarrette Blount is already off to a great start. We saw the same last week versus Matt Forte, who had nearly 200 yards on this defense. We really need to get our front 7 playing on the same accord and actually stopping some of these players. But we have to punt the ball back. Antonio Brown will drop the punt, but they recover it. So second down and 8. Gaithers will bring down Ben Roethlisberger from his blind side, and that will force a 3rd down and 15 now. 3rd down and long. We have to get a stop here. Ben Roethlisberger back to pass will be intercepted by Darqueze Dennard, and that rejuvenates this crowd. And he will take it all the way into Steeler territory, 10 yards deep from the 40-yard line. We're going to play action. Andy Dalton. We're going to pass this one to James Wilder Jr., who had a great game last week from Florida State University, making yet another play. So 3rd down and 10. We're going to go to Mohamed Sanu, and he actually holds on to the ball for a gain of 11 and the first down. So then we're going to hand it off to Jeremy Hill for a gain of 7. We are from the 8-yard line now. Second down and 3. We're going screen to Jeremy Hill. He has a convoy in front of him. He hurdles, and we get on the board. That would decrease the 10-point deficit to 3 points now. Jeremy Hill getting some great block, and I can't really credit Andy Dalton or Jeremy Hill for that play. It was really the offensive line. Those guys got out in front and blocked the Steelers players, and that allowed Jeremy Hill to easily get into the end zone. But we have to play some defense now. The Steelers are on the move. They're on the 45-yard line. They face a 3rd down and 10 now. Ben Roethlisberger, no pressure, back to pass. Going to find Antonio Brown, who is just having himself a great first half. 77 yards on 4 receptions already. And then there's another Steelers player who's having a great game. Going to pick up 10 yards. LeGarrette Blount is tearing us apart. We really have to play some defense now. But this time, Geno Atkins will not allow him to get the first down, so they will settle for a field goal. So they get the field goal from Sean Sweetson. We return the ball by Brandon Tate. He is up the sideline, but he will be caught at about the 40-yard line. That is a great return. That's exactly what we needed to get our crowd back into it. Second down and 7. Andy Dalton's going to find Jermaine Gresham, who had not a single reception in Week 1. There he picks up a good 15 yards. That is a great play by him. Then we're going to hand it off to Jeremy Hill, and he will get his second touchdown of the day. His first was through the air, this one on the ground, and he is playing great right now. I'm not sure why he did that celebration at home. He made the fans think that he was going to throw them the ball, but he decided against that, and I'm not sure why he did that at home. Anyway, we take the lead 14-13. And Ben Roethlisberger almost sacked there, but I cut off the angle of Robert Gaithers by diving with Carlos Dunlap, and then they get a very nice catch on the sideline, and then he fumbled it. I thought that shouldn't have been a catch, but the referees didn't catch that one. But Lance Moore will drop the ball, so they will settle for another Sean Sweezum field goal, and we get the ball back with 20 seconds left, and we go all the way deep to AJ Green, and he will be brought down at the 15-yard line. We're back to pass play action, and Andy Dalton will be brought down for a sack. We're going to try for a field goal from Mike Nugent, and he will miss it far left, and that could have given us a lead going in halftime. We received the kickoff to start off the second half. Jeremy Hill is getting us started with an 11-yard gain that time. 2nd down and 8 under center. Andy Dalton will be hit as he released the ball, so that will be an incomplete pass. Then we're going to come back to Marvin Jones. I'm not sure if he had to leap that time. Nonetheless, he gets the ball knocked down. The Bengals have to punt. Then they're back on the ball, and they find LeGarrette Blount, who is now hurt after that big hit from Ray Maluga. And then there's Ray Maluga again stopping Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. 3rd down and 13. Roethlisberger's back to pass under pressure of Robert Gaithers. And Robert Gaithers, man, he's playing great. And now the Bengals have the ball back with a chance to take the lead here in the third quarter. We're going to James Wilder Jr., and he will pick up a nice gain and a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. And Jeremy Hill does just the same. 1st down and 10. We're going to Jeremy Hill once again. They're really collapsing in their run defense this time, or this drive, I'm sorry. But 3rd down and 10, we're going to go to Marvin Jones. He will only pick up 5, so we will settle for a Mike Nugent field goal. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have the ball back, and Le'Veon Bell picks up about 13 to 14 yards that time. And there he is again, picking up about the same. So we really have to tighten up our run defense. We saw the Steelers collapse in their run defense, and we don't want to do the same. And there's Carlos Dunlap nearly getting the sack, but Wallace Gilberry will bring down Ben Roethlisberger, and Carlos Dunlap coming back has definitely helped this defensive line altogether, because they have to double Geno Atkins. That's the only way they're going to stop him. And then we have Wallace Gilberry next to him, and then Robert Gaithers, who has really come on the other side. So Dunlap has a chance to flourish. This whole D-line is just great, but they get a field goal and retake the lead by 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Bengals are going to try to retake that lead, but Jeremy Hill will be brought down for a loss of 2. So 3rd down and 12. Andy Dalton's back to pass under pressure, throws an accurate pass over the middle to AJ Green. That was a very good pass for being under that much pressure. But 3rd down and 5, we're going to go screen, and Jeremy Hill trucks over the defender to get the first down. So 3rd down and 3, we're going to hand it off to Jeremy Hill, and he will get into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the day. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. This guy is playing great. More importantly, he gets the Bengals to lead by 5 points, so we really need to stop here. If we get that, I think the game will be pretty much over, depending on how much time is left on the clock. But they get a very bad angle by Leon Hall, and that allows Antonio Brown to get the first down. And then they're going to go to number 85, Darius Hayward-Bay, and they will be intercepted by Leon Hall. And you know the saying, no catch in the hallway without a hall pass. And Leon Hall and the Steelers player exchanging words following the play. I think he's just a little bit salty, but Leon Hall making a great jump on the ball. We were playing great coverage, and does a smart thing and just falls down. Doesn't want to give the ball back. But anyway, we get the ball back, and if we can run some time off of the clock, we will be golden, and we will walk out of here with the victory. So let's see how we can do it. And then we get a first down by Jermaine Gresham on the corner route. That's a great play. Then we're going to hand it off to Wilder Jr., and he picks up a first down. So they are using their timeouts now. So 3rd down and 4, we have to get a first down here. If not, we're okay. We'll just settle for a field goal and make them go on an 8-point drive. But we get the first down, and that will allow Andy Dalton to kneel out the clock. Leon Hall, in my opinion, was the MVP of this game. He sealed the game for the Cincinnati Bengals, stopped their final attempt to take the lead, and that was the stop we've been looking for. We had got a prior stop to that, I think, or a prior takeaway, by Darqueze Dennard. And if I could talk about him for a second, he got his first NFL career interception, and that is a great way to start it against Ben Roethlisberger, one of the better QBs in the league, if you ask me. Has up and down days, but Super Bowl winner. So this guy, he picked off a veteran, a Super Bowl winner, like I said, and what better way for David Shaw to get his win column started than against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Cincinnati in front of his home field. But Leon Hall played great. Carlos Dunlap came back, and you see, when you have all your pieces on the front four, everything just gets better because it makes your secondary's job easier. And when we play good coverage and then he's under that pressure, that forces him to throw bad passes. And we have a very good defensive line, top 3 in the league last year, and I think that really helped out our secondary. But here are the numbers. Ray Maluga, almost 10 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. He always gets a lot of tackles. Reggie Nelson gets a lot. Terrence Newman, I'm surprised you saw him get 6 tackles and more than some of our defensive linemen, because he's not that great of a tackler. And he did have a forced fumble on the punt return, though. And this win puts us at 1-1 on the season. Next week, I believe we play the Cleveland Browns, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look. But coming up, we're going to take a look at some news, and you see some very notable names that have been released. So Julian Edelman has been released. Anquan Bolden has been released. James Anderson has been released. And Jacquizz Rodgers have been released. So I'm not sure why Edelman got cut, and I'm not sure why Anquan Bolden got cut, but they have acquired a couple of new receivers there in San Francisco, Brandon Lloyd, Stevie Johnson. So it'll be interesting to see where they go. But Giovanni Bernard has been out for 2 weeks, still has 4 more weeks to go. He's out with a broken wrist. Last week, Brandon Tate dislocated his elbow, or in that pass game versus the Steelers. He'll be out for another 4 weeks. So once we get our team fully healthy, we'll be something to seriously be reckoned with. Our offense is already playing well with our 2 rookie running backs, but when Giovanni comes back, I'm telling you, it's going to be a totally new offense. I just remembered, though, I do have a correction. I do not play the Browns next week. I play the Green Bay Packers along with Julius Peppers and a couple of their free agent acquisitions and their draftees. So I hope to see you guys in that episode. Leave a like and let me know that you guys want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.